Alright, what I'm going to show you in this video is the process used for how to mirror an object over so that you can have the same item. So we'll start a new sketch, and if I were making something that was detailed enough that I wanted to replicate it on the other side with the exactness that I'm using on this side, then I could first draw just part of the item. So let's say I want to take this item and I want to put it down here as well, and I want to put it over here, so I want to do all of it. What I'm essentially going to do is just draw a quarter of the item. Now I could have used my lines here, but what I want to do is then I'm going to draw, I still will have to have this line across the center, but it's irrelevant. We're going to end up erasing it. What I'm going to do then is I'm going to select, while I'm still in sketch mode, I'm going to select mirror. I need to either drag and drop and select the item till they're blue, or I can click on each individual one. After I've selected what it is I want to mirror, then I have to select the arrow for mirror line and select my mirror line. Once I hit apply, it's going to replicate the item onto the other side, and I can hit done. At this point, I can go in and I can trim out my mirror line. It does like to pull the mirror line in the process. Anywhere that you see the dotting is where it's going to remove it. Now if I wanted to mirror this whole object over to the other side, all I would do is come back in, draw a line this direction, mirror, and again select the object I want to mirror, mirror line. I'm going to select that line down the center, hit apply, done, and then I can go back in again and trim my mirror line out. Okay, the mirror line is something that we're just using to help us along the way. And now I have the exact same item that I drew at the top mirrored to the side and over, and then I can then choose if I want to extrude this item, and I have something that this is equal on each side, and we're able to see that pattern. Now if I'd put in I could have done exact numbers, and that would have made these spaces in between all exact. How to avoid this larger space, I would have wanted to only go half of what the spacing is. So if this line that I'm clicking on now were a ½ inch, I would have only wanted to draw a ½ inch of it here, because then when I mirror it across the side, the other ½ inch would then appear. Same thing here on this line here. If this whole thing was a ½ inch wide or a ½ inch wide, I would only want to draw a ½ inch of it, so that when I mirror it, then it mirrors the other ½ inch, making it then total a ½ inch. So for these parts, for where you're close to your mirror line, you want to draw only half of what you want that value to be, so that it does not double in size there. If I went in to try to dimension this after the fact, it's going to then play with all of the other tabs and make them larger or smaller based on what I'm dimensioning this line to be.